the function f given by fx is equal to 4 sin x minus 2x minus x cos x upon x plus 2 plus cos x is increasing and decreasing. Which interval it is increasing, which interval it is decreasing, we have to find out. So we'll check in the interval. If it is not given, close interval 0 to pi by 2, 0 to 2 pi. Okay, we'll check the interval in 0 to 2 pi. So f dash of f of x is this. So x will take out common from here, so it will become 2 plus cos x upon 2 plus cos x. Is it? If we divide it, then it will become 4 sin x upon 2 cos x. Okay, here this will cancel out, it will remain x. Now it is easy to take the derivative. So derivative with respect to x. If you can take a derivative with respect to x, f dash of x is equal to, this is constant. Okay, u into v form will go now. So this will go up and remain as a constant, and we'll take the derivative of 4 cos x. That will be cos x means 4 cos x, and this take the derivative, then this is x is minus 1. Okay, take LCM. Okay, here it is there. See here, u into this is sin x, u into v form, u upon v form. Okay, u by v form. So that is become, if it is up, goes up, remain constant, and we will take the derivative of sin x. Sin x is minus cos x. Is it? So 4 cos x. Is it? Then this will remain constant, 4 sin x will remain constant. We'll take the derivative 2 plus cos x, and this derivative of x is minus. Is it? So we'll got 2 plus cos x, 2 plus cos x as a constant. We'll take the derivative of 4 sin x. 4 sin x is 4 cos x minus. We'll keep 4 sin x constant, and we'll take the derivative of this. Derivative of 2 is 0. Derivative of cos x is minus sin x. Okay, so this you got simplified, and derivative of x is 1. If you take LCM, it will become here. Okay, multiply it, and here also you multiply, you will get 4 minus into minus plus 4 sin square x, 4x into this cos 2, it is 4 to the 8 cos x, 4 into this cos x is 4 cos square x upon 2 plus cos square whole square. If you split it, simplify this, a plus b whole, and multiply with a minus sign, a plus b whole square. Is it that formula? And x and multiply with minus sign. If you do so, then it will simplify, and you get the answer this much. 4 over cancel out, again you simplify. So 4 cos x minus 4 cos square upon 1 plus 2 plus cos x whole square. Okay, you can take cos common also, cos common, then 4 minus cos x upon 2 plus cos x whole square. To find the interval, equate it to 0, so it equates to 0, so x is equal to 0, or x is not equal to 4. Either this is equal to 0 or this is equal to 0. Any one is equal to 0. Is it? If it is equal to 0, okay, or so cos x is equal to 0, and cos x is what? Is equal to 0, so cos x is equal to 4, but which is not equal to 0, because cos interval is minus to 1. Okay, minus less than cos x less than 1. The range of cos is minus 1 to 1, so it cannot be taken 4. So therefore cos x is not equal to 4. Right? So cos 0, where is a cos 0? At cos pi by 2 and as cos 3 pi by 2. Cos value is 0. Is it? So x is equal to pi by 2 and x is equal to 3 pi by 2. So now x is equal to pi by 2 or x is equal to 3 pi by 2. Divide the interval into 3 interval. This divide into 3 interval, 0 to 2 pi. Alright, first it is 0 to pi, pi to pi by 2, 0 to pi by 2, then pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, pi by 2, pi by 3 to what? 2 pi. Okay, so check whether f dash of x is greater than 0 or not. Take value pi by 4. If you take cos pi by 4, is it? Here this is always greater than, square is there. Here also square, if you subtract it, you will get greater. So f dash of x is equal to greater than 0. Do you know what is the value of cos pi by 4? Okay, so you can see the value of, here again the same chart I will show you, pi by 4. Okay, pi by 4. What is that? 1 by root 2. See, pi by 4 means 1 by root 2. So it is 1 by root 2. So it is 4 upon root 1 by root 2. Here 1 by root 2 square is half. Is it? Okay. So if you simplify it, this is always greater than 0. No need of simplifying. Just you have to guess whether we will get a minus or plus. This will be greater than 0. So at value pi by 4, if you take in between the value between 0 to pi, it will f dash of x is greater than 0. Okay. Take pi now. In between interval pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, take the value pi. Substitute pi here. Pi, it is what? Minus 1. So minus 4. This is minus 1 whole square. So it will be plus. So 4, it is, okay. Understand? Minus 1 whole square. So minus and minus. This will also become minus. So minus 5. This is square. So it is positive, because it is whole square, so any number will become positive. But here is minus, here also minus, and it become minus 5, so we have to get it. So it is implies that f dash of x is less than 0. Check for 2 pi. Okay, check for 2 pi, it will be greater than 0. Okay, 2 pi is what? 0. Got it? Okay, it is plus 1. Sorry, 2 pi is a plus 1, so 1, 4. Here 1, 4, so 3. Here 1 plus 2, 3, 3 square. Is it clear? Okay, see here the value. If you are going down, you can check what is the value of 2 pi. 2 pi. Let's check. Okay, it is pi by 4, pi by 4, pi, and 2 pi. 2 pi. Is it positive? Okay, cos value at 2 pi is positive. Okay, at pi is minus, therefore we got minus. It is positive. So if you substitute here, where we were, if we substitute here, positive, this is positive 1, so 4, here 1, so 4 minus 1, 3, 3 upon this will be also positive. Okay, so it is a positive. So function is increasing in the interval 0 less than x less than pi by 2, and also it is increasing in 3 less than x less than equal to pi by 2. This two interval it is increasing, or it is decreasing in the interval pi by 2 less than x less than 3 pi by 2. So it is in between pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, it is a decreasing, and these two places it is a increasing. That only we have to find. Let's move on to question number 7. Find the interval in which the given function fx is equal to x cube plus 1 by x cube. X is not equal to 0, is increasing or decreasing interval we have to find. That first. F of x is x cube plus 1 upon x cube. If I take derivative, you will get f dash of x is equal to 3 x square minus 3 x is to 4. To find the interval, let it f dash of x is equal to 0. So 0, then x is equal to plus minus 1. Okay, now we have to check between infinity, minus 1, 1, and positive infinity. Is it? Okay, so what value you will be taking as less than minus 1, less than minus 1? Also can take minus 2. Take f dash of x is equal to minus 2. So minus 2 square is positive, here also positive, here also positive. Is it? So this fraction become positive, and this is also positive, so it is greater than 0. Take minus 2 and substitute. Here between this we can say 0. X is equal to 0, so here this 0, this is gone, this is completely gone, 0, it is undefined. Okay, is it? It is x is to 0, you substitute, then also it will become 0 only. Okay, so it is a 0. Okay, so it is less than. negative, this will be negative now, so this is less than, and you take the value infinity. Infinity means plus 1, 1, take 2, 2, take 2 here, 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, minus 3 by 4 is 2 raised to 2 raised to 4, 2 raised to 4 is what, 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 16, got it? Okay, if you simplify it, you will get a value greater than 0. So at minus 1 and 1, okay, 1 and minus 1 divides its interval into 3, infinity to minus 1, minus infinity to minus 1, minus 1 to 1, and 1 to infinity. So function is increasing in the interval, is it? We have to say interval in the close. Minus 1 is not different, is it? Infinity we cannot take, so this open interval, infinity to minus 1 union from 1, okay, from 1 to infinity, 1 to infinity, not in between, it is increasing, is it? Okay, it is a closed interval, minus 1 is included, it is not included, and also what is that, it is not included, infinity, is it? So it is open bracket from infinity to minus 1 union, okay, infinity open bracket infinity to close interval minus 1, and union close interval 1 to open interval infinity, is it? Okay, the function is increasing in the interval and the function is decreasing in the close interval, or in the open interval you can say it is minus 1 to 1. Find the maximum area of isosceles triangle inscribed in an ellipse x square upon a square plus y square upon b square is equal to 1 with its vertex as one of the end of major axis. This is major axis and this is known as a minor axis. Okay, so if we compare, we can directly also say that it is a major axis. So say b is equal to 0, so x square is equal to a square, so x is equal to plus and minus 1, so it is minus a and plus a, and here it is on x axis, so y is equal to 0, so a, let point a be a0 and a dash be minus a0. This is major axis and this is known as a minor axis because it's ellipse, is it? Let b a is equal to 0, then b is equal to plus minus a, y is equal to plus minus b, so y is here 0b and 0 b dash is equal to 0 minus b. Okay, what is that here in the question we have to understand? Find the maximum area of an isosceles triangle inscribed in ellipse. It is isosceles triangle is inside the ellipse with its vertex at one end of the major axis, with is one of the vertex is an major axis with this vertex. So let's take here one point which is on major axis, one point, and let this p and q, let a be the vertex, okay, at the with vertex at one end of the major axis, vertex, let a be the one of the vertex on the major axis, is it? And pq be the other axis which is equal, so it is isosceles triangle, means these two sides are equal, isosceles triangle. Let's pa and pb be pq, or say ap and aq be equal, okay, understand, on the major axis. Find the maximum area. We have to find the maximum area of this thing. What will be the maximum area? Okay, so x square upon a square plus y square upon b square is equal to 1. Comparing with the equation sin square plus cos square is equal to 1, we get cos square is equal to, okay, why I take cos square only x? Because it is cos is on x axis and perpendicular y is on sine. Sine is always in y axis. If you want to consider, then sine is always in y axis and cos is always in the x axis, is it? Okay, so therefore we consider comparing this, what we get, this is x axis, so cos square, so therefore we take. Otherwise you can, if you take like x square upon a square is equal to sin square, it will go wrong. Go ahead, sine is always perpendicular and cos is always horizontal. Okay, so in short we can say cos represent x axis and sine represent y axis. So here is x, therefore we compare it, cos square is equal to x square upon a square and sin square is equal to y square upon b square. So if we compare, then we get what? Cos x is equal to x upon a and sin is equal to y upon b, or we can say x is equal to a cos theta and y is equal to b sin theta. This can be directly written x. Let also you can take directly because of parametric form. Okay, x in a parametric form it is like this. So with directly also ellipse is given. So from the equation, the parametric form of this ellipse equation is, from there we can write directly at x is equal to a cos theta and y is equal to b sin theta. Okay, fine. Okay, let P be the point on the ellipse and PM is perpendicular on x-axis. PM is perpendicular. So P is a point and PM is a perpendicular. Let it goes and interacts at the other sides at point Q. So what will be coordinate? X. This represented the x. This is our equilateral triangle. It become, so P. So it is x-axis. So we say that it is a cos theta. Got it? A cos theta, is it? Okay, we say here, what is this? A. Okay, this is a cos theta, and B, it is sin theta. This is B sin theta. Okay, understand? Here also, what is the distance covered here? It is A. Let's take A. So what you get? A cos theta minus, it is downside, so it is minus B sin theta. Got it? So you get a coordinate of P and you get a coordinate of Q. Okay, understand? So this is a small a, we take that, this may be the small a. So let's take this P point here. So it will be A cos theta. Okay, understand? And B, it will be B sin theta. B sin theta. Over. Since the ellipse is symmetrical, the M is a midpoint of PM. See, ellipse is symmetrical. It is ellipse is always symmetrical. So M is a midpoint. M is a midpoint of PQ. M is a midpoint of PQ. Is it? So M is a midpoint of PM. PQ. Okay, M is a midpoint of PQ. PQ. So in triangle PAQ, we can say it is PAQ. Okay, what we have? Isosceles triangle. As the area of isosceles triangle, PAQ is half base into altitude. It is half base. Base is what? PQ. What we say here? PQ is the base. Altitude is AM. AM. You can take. Is it AM as a altitude? So it is half 2. Okay, what is 2 of PQ? Because we can say M is a midpoint. We said M is a midpoint here. M is a midpoint. Since it's a ellipse is symmetrical, M is a midpoint of PQ. So we can say in place of PQ we can write 2 PM. Okay, AM is what? OA minus OM. You have to see here what is in figure. Okay, it is OA minus OM. Okay, OA is whole A, and this is cos theta. So OA minus OM. So OA whole OA is what? A. And what is about this? It is A cos theta. Okay, it is in theta. So if you say theta, this is 90 degree. This is forming a theta. So it become what? A cos theta. Is it? This become A cos theta. Whole is what? A, and this much OM. OM become A cos theta. Okay, listen. OA minus OB is equal to OA is AM and OM is A cos theta. So if you take A common, then you will get AB sin theta. 2 and 2 will cancel out. 2 and 2 will cancel out. You will get PM. PM is what? B sin theta. PM. If you say PM, it is B sin theta. This is B sin theta. Okay, and OM is A cos theta. So you substitute the value of what is Pm, B is sin theta, and AM is OA is A, and OM is A cos theta. Is it? Okay. Then what we get? It is A is equal to AB. AB, if you multiply this, 2 and 2 cancel out, and if you take A common, then you will get AB sin theta 1 minus cos theta. So A is equal to AB sin theta. If you multiply inside, so you will get sin theta minus cos theta into sin theta. So let this method, we change it, and let's go for alternative method. Alternative here, we got AB, so multiply with 2, half here, and multiply inside 2. Is it? So A is equal to AB upon 2, that is 2 sin theta minus 2 sin theta into cos theta is sin 2 theta. Got it? Okay. Is it? It becomes sin 2 theta. Okay. What is sin 2 theta? It is cos 2 theta. If you inverse it, if you get, okay? So it will become cos 2 theta. So 2 can taken common. Okay. Sin will be changed into cos. So it will become A upon theta. If we take the derivative of it, if we take the derivative of it, dA by d theta, it will become, this is a constant. What's the derivative of sin theta? It is cos theta. What is the derivative of sin theta? It is cos 2 theta. But with the derivative of 2 theta, it is 2. So it becomes 2 cos theta minus 2 cos 2 theta. Understood how we got it here? We taken derivative. What's the derivative of sin theta? Cos theta. What's the derivative of sin 2 theta? Is a cos 2 theta. But 2 theta, derivative of again 2 theta is 2. So it becomes 2 cos theta minus 2 cos 2 theta. Okay, 2 can be taken common, it cancel with this. To dA by d theta, it is like this. That's it. To find the critical point, dA by d theta is equal to 0. So if we equate it to 0, what we get? Cos theta is equal to 2 cos theta. So it is in first and fourth quadrant. Okay. Cos theta is positive in the first and the fourth quadrant. So cos theta is equal to 2 cos theta, and also cos theta is equal to 2 pi minus 2 cos theta. This is in the first quadrant. Cos theta is equal to 2 pi 2 cos theta. Cos theta is equal to cos 2 pi minus 2 cos theta. Okay. So if we simplify it, you will get theta is equal to 2. Theta is equal to 2 theta. Okay. Which is equal to 0 theta. 2 theta is what? 0. Which is not possible. And here if you simplify, you will get theta is equal to 2 by 3. Is it? Okay. 2 by 3 it is possible, but 2 theta it is not possible. So now you got a critical point, theta is equal to 3 pi by 2. So you take a second derivative, and after second derivative, substitute the value 2 pi by 3. If we substitute 2 pi by 3, then how we can write 2 pi by 3? Pi minus pi by 3. Pi plus pi by 3 here. Okay. Understood? If you substitute here, it will become 4, no? 4 pi. Okay, 2 2s are 4 pi by 3. So it is can be converted into pi 2 sine pi plus pi by 3. Here it is 2 pi by 3. So pi minus pi by 3. Substitute the value. Which quadrant it comes? Pi minus. Pi means second quadrant. Pi minus pi by 3 means second quadrant. Sign is positive. Got it? Okay, sign is positive there. And here sin pi plus, it is sign is negative. So it is negative. This is become positive. Okay. Is it clear? So simplify this. So you will get AB root 3. Okay, root 3 by 2, which is minus, so which is less than 0. Okay, understand? This is minus, so minus into minus plus pi minus pi by 3, pi minus pi by 3. Is it? Okay. So if you simplify, you will get AB by 2 root 3, which is less than 0. Okay, less than 0 means minus. So theta 2 pi by 3 is maximum. So how you will find area? Substitute the value in this and simplify it. So A is equal to A by 4, 3 by root 3 is a maximum area of this.